this is Paul. Yes. And, I had a look in the Bible this morning before I started thinking about, well, what would be a good topic to research for today's Bible study? Now, a vow is a solemn promise made to God to perform or to abstain from performing a certain thing. The earliest mention of a vow is that of Jacob. Uh, Uh, Somehow this isn't working away. Oh, look at it, just went down again. Yeah. I've known a lot of those that are oaths of office that had vowed in an oath or affirmation that they would support or defend the Constitution, and any knowledge of it being violated, they would personally be held liable for that. See, it's one of those things that in life, when you make a vow, you realize the importance of doing what you have sworn. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about these oaths that do or don't have the legal liability for the enforcement of the laws. Vows in general are also mentioned in the book of Job, Job 22:27. The law, therefore, did not introduce but regulated the practice of vows. Three sorts are mentioned. Number one, the vows of devotion. Two, the vows of abstinence. And three, the vows of destruction. As to the vows of devotion, yes, the following rules are laid down. A man might devote to sacred uses, possessions, or persons, but not the firstborn of either man or beast, which was devoted already. So these items that you say that you're going to make a vow that I'm going to receive them. Pope Leviticus 27:28. Now, if you vowed land, he might either redeem it or not. Leviticus 25:27. Levi 25:27. Yeah. Animals fit for sacrifice, if devoted, were not to be redeemed or changed. Leviticus 27:9, 10:33. Persons devoted stood thus devote either himself, his child, son, the firstborn, or his slave, not the firstborn. Seems like the firstborn had some sort of significance. If no redemption took place, the devoted person became a slave of the sanctuary. There's that word sanctuary, the thought of being able to be a slave of the sanctuary so as to not be ripped. Let's see the case of Absalom. Then 2 Samuel 15:8. Otherwise, he might be redeemed at evaluation according to age and sex. On the scale given in Leviticus 27:1-7, among general regulations affecting vows, the following may be mentioned. Vows were entirely voluntary, but once made were regarded as compulsory. It's kind of like when you vowed that you, as a judge, would hear the case of the petitioner Heidi Lee Budnick. Heidi Lee Budnick. You made a vow that you would protect my rights as a respondent. Now, Numbers 32, yes, 23:21, Ecclesiastes 5:4. If a person in a dependent condition made vows as an unmarried daughter living in her father's house, or a wife, even if she afterward became a widow, the vow. If, in the first case, her father, or B, in the second, her husband, heard and disallowed it. Oh, well, that's something I wasn't able to listen to exactly what my wife said during the dissolution of marriage, since she didn't protect my right to be there to hear what she had to say. Ouch! Now, let's say there was this vow. You would not give my 5 sons to my wife without me hearing what? Oh boy, I know your upset was void, but they heard without disallowed you. It was really good. Now, Numbers 30, 3 to 18, 3. Votive offerings arising from the produce of impure traffic were wholly forbidden. Now, for vows of abstinence, see Corbin. Oh, anathema. The vows of extermination. Ezra 10:8, Micah 4:13. It seems that the practice of shaving the head at the expiration of a votive period was not limited to the Nazarene vow. Acts 18:18, 21:24. Now these vows, right? See, when I never appeared in court, when my wife had vowed when we married me, I didn't get to hear what she had to say, and as much as you don't feel or think, or maybe you don't even have an idea, yes, about how upset I am as a parent and as a husband. I would have liked to hear it. How many husbands have went to the dissolution of marriage hearings to hear their wife say all kinds of shit about them?